got a rivalry game on deck, and these two fan bases have been going at it early from the tailgate to the end zones, and you got to think this will be a little contentious. Welcome to Amon G. Carter Stadium in Fort Worth, home to the TCU Horned Frogs. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the SMU Mustangs, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Mustangs will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Horned Frogs offense has the ball first today. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors, and you've got to limit the penalties, because those will kill you, Pollack.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Oh, he's got some space. And the big gain, they've got it on the 46. The Horned Frogs will hustle to the line.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Unloads to the wideout. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down. And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Both of these teams right on the fringe of the top 25. This is the type of game that can help you earn some respect.
Absolutely. I mean, both these teams sitting right outside the top 25 have a great opportunity to get a good quality win and start to build momentum early in this season and see what kind of squad you're going to have, Palmer.
Both of these teams just want respect. They've worked so hard all offseason, all season up to this point to try to get that number beside their name. And this is the game. If you win it, you're going to get it.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Gets the back moving. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick its way to the end zone. And this one will be stopped for no gain. This defense has given up yards, but a chance to make a stop on this opening drive on 3rd and goal. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. Good right down the boulevard. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early, playing at home. They want to get the crowd into it, so you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, set yourself up for a field goal. You knock it through the uprights. You've got the lead. Everything right now looking good. He'll start the return inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So SMU's offense will take the field for the first time. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country. And how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse, do they let him make a play? Like, does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability and believe in his matchups, or do they stay away from him? Because a lot of people stay away from him. He's that good out wide that you don't want that smoke. And I'm interested to see, Jesse, if he has the onions to go after the corner and try to make plays.
Well, one thing we know about him for sure is he's a believer in his own arm talent. He's the kind of guy that thinks he can fit the football into the smallest windows, but you're right. He's got to pick his battles and be careful when he decides to attack this guy, because he has picked off some really good quarterbacks in the past, and you know he's just licking his chops, hoping for a chance today.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Mustangs come to the line in the hurry-up. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early, which is...
Breaks into the open. The 10. Touchdown Mustangs. Once he got some room, it was over. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He gets a block. Out. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returner, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up. It's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. Can't do it much better than that. Get the kickoff return, take it 98 to the house, and put a touchdown on the board. And he's coming out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. We've had some early scores. They get the ball back, trailing by a field goal 10-7. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. To the air, it's Jennings. The short hands, it's Brinson. Turning it on. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that. Last season, Kevin Jennings took over as the SMU quarterback, and they went 11-1 before stumbling in the ACC championship game and in the college football playoff. What does he need to focus on in terms of improvement?
Just avoiding the turnovers, Reese. If Kevin Jennings does that, and this offense is virtually unstoppable because of his ability to extend plays and create, his accuracy throwing vertically down the field. SMU has everything they need. Rhett Lashley is going to have a lot of fun calling plays. If this guy takes that next step, watch out. This is a team vying for the college football playoff.
He leaves it with his back. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Mustangs pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Hudson. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, SMU!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's recap that Pac-12 matchup that just went final moments ago. UCLA dug down deep and found a way to secure a coveted road win. And who knows how the pundits will view this one, but I tell you this, It sure beats trying to explain a bad loss.
Back to throw, it's Hoover.
Fun one in the Pac-12, man. They generally are, as the teams there continue to jockey for bowl position.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
They'll go to the ground. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield. It's battle. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's got it inside the 15. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9.
Well, the offense is finding success throwing this guy's way. He just had a massive, massive play, his longest catch of the game. And I think if you're on offense, you got to keep looking this guy's way. He's now starting to prove that he's eating his guy alive in coverage, and he needs more touches.
The Horned Frogs are flying down the field. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Flips it out on the screen. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, TCU! All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And that's a nice job selling it by the offense. Dropping back, making it look like it's passed. That running back slipping out of the backfield, throwing the football, getting a dynamic playmaker in space. And he says, I got this, I'll do the rest, and gets the touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Plenty of points on the board early, and they've got it back trailing by 3, 17-14. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Complete to start this drive. Stumbled to the ground. The Mustangs moving quickly to the line. On the move, it's Harden. There he goes. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to pass, it's Jennings. A strike downfield. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
And a nice job finding my wide receiver. And then how about the wide receiver turning into a running back, getting upfield, getting some positive yards and getting the first down.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Got him downfield. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. And the Mustangs didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. And I'm not going to argue if this production keeps up as we start the second. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Finds his big tight end. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. Trying to run it in. Touchdown Mustangs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing, for this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Bailey. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking downfield, it's Hoover. He finds a dead spot in the middle. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Motion from the wide receiver. The give on the inside. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Rushes on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Horned Frogs will call on their punt team. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the 2nd quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few. The Mustangs want to move quickly.
And if I'm a QB, I'm calling my own number a lot, especially when it's successful like this. Continue to put me in good situations, continue to get positive chunks of yards. Yep, I'll keep that more.
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Looking downfield, it's Jennings. Grab near the marker, it's Knight. He'll get it inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39 before he goes out of bounds. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. And the Mustangs, once backed up in the shadow of their own goal post, have put through. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, SMU. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's recap that ACC matchup that has just gone final. Rutgers took care of business today. I think their coach had their attention all week. And the end result was a focused group of Scarlet Knights that fired on all cylinders. One thing we can always count on in the ACC is a spirited battle and a game that will make waves all along the Eastern Seaboard.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Scanning the field, it's Hoover. Got his man in the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. Tries to do it himself on the draw. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a 1st down at the 29. The Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Lets it fly. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. 3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Looking deep down the right side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Horned Frogs will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. The Mustangs headed quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. Punt is on its way. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. On the ground, it's Battle. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Finds his tight end. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They'll try to run for it. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The Horned Frogs will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. shoot. Quick toss to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. They'll run play action. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. And the Mustangs will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Going right to work up top. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. To throw, it's Hoover. Pressure coming. And they'll bring him down for the sack. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Horned Frogs will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The give to the back. Got the first down and more. At the 45 on its way. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
The Mustangs just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Looking downfield on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll send the back in motion. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Grab near the sticks. It's Brinson. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And the Mustangs will snap it on 1st and 10. The throw to the outside is complete.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
To the air. It's Jennings. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Mustangs! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll leave it with him. Picks up the first down, still moving. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Got it in the middle. It's Barnes. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Back to pass on 2nd down. Here comes the heat. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
The Horned Frogs will kick it off to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Jennings. Grabs it in the middle.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Out of the gun to give to the back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Mustangs are on the move. Wide receiver going in motion. Caught in the backfield, it's Hudson. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Gonna swing it on second down. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense.
Defense a little too anxious there. They're just making it easier for this offense. Rides the back on the option to give. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Mustangs line it up with a 1st and goal. Looking for a man. It's Jennings. Trying to get rid of it. A little floater there that falls incomplete. He'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. Back to pass. Looking for the score. Knocked away. Incomplete, and quarters get tight in the red zone. They play keep away with the football, but if this defense can make one more stop on 3rd and goal, they might force a field. Touchdown, SMU! And the beatdown has ensued. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Paul.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Big Ten action today. A couple of teams who have had this game circled on the calendar for some time. Nebraska rolled to a victory, and after putting up this kind of win, there has to be some Heisman buzz around a program that's produced winners of the award from Johnny Rodgers to Mike Rozier to Eric Crouch. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a Big Ten matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Wants to fire on second down. Fires one high and deep. He's got it inside the 30. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off.
42, TCU, 24.
Out of the end zone. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to throw, it's Jennings. Got his man quickly. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one. You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. Catch in the middle, it's Knight. Quick step and go. All by himself down the middle. Touchdown, Mustangs. And the stomping has commenced.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside is 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. The give to the tailback. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. It's Battle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Horned Frogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover 1, man coverage. And did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage. You jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process. And that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT'd.
The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, SMU. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd.
56, TCU, 24.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Fires downfield. Complete to the left. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. Reading the option, it's Hoover. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. So now it's second and long. Motion from the wideout. On the run, it's Battle. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. The Horned Frogs are at the line looking to convert on third and short. To the air, it's Hoover. Throws to the back. Grab near the marker, it's Barnes. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
And the Horned Frogs have their offense in high gear. Looking to throw on first down. Quick strike complete. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, TCU! A great catch and run for 6. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And they did tack on the extra point. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They'll go back to work with a sizable margin still up there on the scoreboard. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it. Backed up now. Here's second and long. The play-action fake. Gets away from one. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back into 16.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You can tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Gives it on the option. He stopped short, and it's fourth down. The Mustangs decide to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Look out, he's got room. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up second and 4. The Horned Frogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Zings it complete to the right. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. So first down will open up the final period. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup. The give to the back. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looks as if he's going to run it.
And this is why he's so difficult to defend. It doesn't matter how many yards you need because he can chew them up so fast, whether you think it's going to be a pass and then all of a sudden he pulls it down. This guy's got so much athletic ability that he can make you pay from anywhere on the field.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to throw. It's Hoover. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, hard frog. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable. Because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
And the extra point was good. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Florida managed to avoid being gator bait by scratching and clawing their way to a narrow victory. This wasn't the blowout some had hoped for, but it sure beats the alternative. Each week in the SEC, the tests are just so tough. And we found that out today again, guys, with another good team taking one on the chin.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. To the air on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Knight. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. It's Brinson. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
He'll bring it out. It's Bailey. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
And the Horned Frogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Got his man. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Grabbed over the middle. It's McAllister. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Back to pass. It's Hoover. Fires to the tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The Horned Frogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. He rifles one deep down the middle. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Needs it to keep this drive alive. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Horned Frogs have this offense rolling. To the air on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? After the incompletion, they go back up top. Snagged in the middle. It's McAllister. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Wants to throw on 3rd down. With the catch, it's McAllister. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, TCU! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
On to attempt the try.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
Splits the uprights. So it's an 80-yard drive. If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick. Finds a little space. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack. Get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Got a man. It's Hudson. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few. And the Mustangs are in the hurry-up. Trying play action. Got his man downfield. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Got it behind the line. It's Hudson. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. He's going for the goal line. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Quarterback on the keeper. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. Never a doubt. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
Bringing it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Got it in the middle. It's Palmer.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. It's Hoover. Pulls it in. It's Barnes. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Finds the tight end. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Wants to keep it in the air. Makes the catch. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Horned Frogs want to crank the tempo. Pulls it in. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. Pass completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone. Looking to throw on first down. Got the quick pass. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They'll go to work in the air on second down. He's got it down the middle. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. And the Horned Frogs come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense. Continue to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Lining up for the PAT. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
When you deal with a rivalry game, you have to live with the outcome for a full year. And this one is going to rest in their minds for the entire season going into next year.
And it's not going to sit well with the losing team. When you lose these, you're going to get hounded, and you're going to get hate. You're going to get social media is going to destroy you about losing to your rival. But you got to put it past you. It is just one game. It's not that big of a deal. Well, Jesse, yeah, it kind of is.
It kind of is a big deal. You're right, David. I mean,